Hello and welcome back to this little experiment here from Bootleg Macro. What I'm going to be doing is actually updating the daily evening equity insight report for Tuesday, March 26th. If you haven't heard about it, the daily equity report, you can go to Gumroad. I believe it's linked. It'll be at least linked at the bottom of this video. We essentially will give you these 25 stocks. It looks like, what is this, 30? Yeah, so 27 plus the sectors with the price, the volume, the trade range, or the trend, the rolling 20, and then the trade range in the terms of what would be the buy sell or buy sell for the top and the bottom, and then if there's a lower high or higher high. It's actually a really good list. So we're just going to jump in and go ahead and update this. We'll grab the SPY real quick. What I like is I just will do copy paste. This is my way of being able to share it for now. I haven't necessarily coded it perfectly just yet. I think I'm gonna have to hire a like a polisher developer. You know, that's what I would call them. Somebody who knows how to get the job done and isn't me, because I have taken it to like MVP mode, but it's not quite there yet. Look at that. The Qs are actually in a very interesting spot. They're in a really nice spot. Actually, what I'm going to do, because I'm very curious about this, I want to go to the Qs real quick. I'm going to move this. I'm going to go to the Qs real quick. I just want to see exactly what their day was like. We'll still look at what we have. Okay, so yeah, they were pretty much flat. I was like, that was an interesting day for it to be in the middle of its range at the moment. So the Qs are starting to look like they might be a good opportunity. Let's look at the Dow, the DIA, higher high. That is nice to see. A higher high in the range, and today was a pretty subdued day relative to the previous days. Feel very, very good about that in the Dow as well. It's getting the impression that things are starting to kind of set up in a nice little pullback where it isn't necessarily that they are dropping in price as much as they're just not moving and time is catching up. Sometimes that can happen. That can really actually adjust the way that like a stock is seen, especially if you think about over the longer term, like weeks and months. Just stasis can do a lot. So let's look at the IWM. IWM, that's one that you want to talk about stasis. The IWM feels like it hasn't moved in, I don't know, 3 years. Like I feel like we haven't broken above 200. I mean, I remember 2021 when it just floated at whatever price it was at until it finally like did a false breakout and then just died. That was 2022 and it was all over. Okay. The volume. So what I'm expecting or what I'm hoping, I'm looking for growth here. I want to see IWO. That would be my hope. IWO having a great kind of continuation and breakout. I mean, I do like that it has a higher low, which is really good. It is quite in the middle of its range right now. Thinking about it being between. What is going on? Thinking about IWO. Let's get it here. Let's get this all set up. Let's highlight. Highlight, Control C. Yeah, there we go. I still have to update the actual spreadsheet itself because, again, normal human who's doing this is not financial advice for entertainment purposes only. But I do think that these trade ranges and the way that this product works is really, really nice. And I say that because it's based off of the model that you've seen me flip to, which I love. But I just need to build something because I'm really concerned that I might lose access to like Google Finance. Because you just never know. And you want something that's reliable and you want to have something that you have no downtime and that you're in control of the code. And if somebody deletes a file or something happens like that, you don't have to worry about it. So I actually wanted to like program for myself. And I've done it. And I wanted to share it with people because I do think that there's actually a lot of value in it. Okay, EEM. So EEM, I think there's a lot of value in just personally. And the reason why here is because, again, you can see it's got green background. It's in the middle of its range. It's come down off of its highs when it was above 41. It's not, I would love if it was at $40, but it doesn't look like that's going to be possible. It looks like all the closes are, I mean, since the 5th, if you would have bought it on the 5th, that would have been a great day to buy it. It was in the green too. You're just above the 20-day rolling average, so that's really good. You don't have a lot of distance. I like that the volume here with the blue background, that means that the volume's gotten really light. It's 2 standard deviations below its 23-day moving average of volume. And that's what I like. And then like here, this is like 3 standard deviations below when you're having actually no, that's not. Actually, I think that reverse. This is probably 3 standard deviations below currently. See, this is why I need a polisher developer. It's probably 3 standard deviations below right now. And then yeah, that's actually quite remarkable. Let's pull EEM. Do we have it? Let's just get this. What a nice. This is the reason why I truly like this thing. Because I think if you're just looking for trend, you're just looking for like what the range is. Like essentially the question that I always want to answer with the problem I'm thinking of, I want to like solve for software and for like retail traders is the idea that like, what am I going to buy today? answering that question, answering the question of what am I going to buy today or like what's for sale today, that's like really tough sometimes. It's super duper tough. I think it can be overwhelming, especially for just like a regular person. And I can remember when it was a difficult thing for me. Obviously, like I mean, based on my knowledge as a retail trader, I think you can tell like I have a pretty decent knowledge of the market as well as my own personal skill set. So like I can review the market in a different way. It's so interesting what's happening with the dollar. I mean, I just have to pause and just look at the dollar one quick time because wow, it was starting to break out. I was really thinking that the 2 days was going to break out. I made a video about it just on Sunday, and now yeah, it's flipping back bearish. Even though the price is again, this is one of those examples where the price is not moving, but because the price isn't really moving, it's making it seem as though things are getting worse. You know what I mean? Like even though it's because like the lows are 50 cents lower. Like I know this thing doesn't move much, but wow, the dollar's range has just been remarkable. Essentially, it's been negative. It's essentially been negative. Like if you look at it since February, yeah, February it's been negative. It's been negative in January. It was very bearish. You can see here in 2023. I mean, this has really been the story. I mean, there's a lot of stories that you could pay attention to, but the dollar I think is, I mean, useful. Bonds, look at that, just going bearish again, and like completely flipping. Like yesterday or a couple days ago, yesterday it would look completely different. Now we want to look at shorter term bonds. I don't even care about these, but I keep them on there because I think it's important to pay attention just because of the type of market we're in with a lot of inflation. I mean, I would have, in my mid-30s, why would I ever think that I would care about inflation? I mean, turns out you learn something new every day. Like it just, the past is not a prologue for the future whatsoever. So it looks like we are seeing bonds go a little bit bearish here, which means we're going to see yields going higher. Not great, not great. I really want to see China. I really want to see FXI have like a breakout. I'm very serious. Like I wanted to buy everything under 24, and even though we're seeing just like a consolidation under 24, I just am not convinced. I'm just still not convinced. I may regret that. I don't know. This thing's probably going to be like 30, on like the first of 2025, which would be a remarkable run from 23. But it's just, but shouldn't mistrust my own signals, to be honest. I mean, my signals are telling me that it's bullish. It is below its 20. It's okay. So right now it's actually equal to its 20-day moving average. It's really interesting. Such a random thing. Like if you look, there's no other white tiles, right? I guess there's one back in October of 2023, but that's months ago, 6 months, right? So this is, yeah, China, very interesting spot. Let's look at oil. This is the most concerning thing in the entire market, to be honest. Higher high. It's been telling you it's been bullish, and I really believe this. Oil has been telling you it's been bullish since December of 2023. I mean, it started to have a little bit of a rollover in September, but in what is this? No, that's December. Yeah, in December, January 2023, January 2024. Perfect. Oils have just been rocketing, so watch out there because that's definitely going to be impacting every single thing. Let's get this in. Let's roll through these. USO. Do OILK. I do like this one too, because it actually just tracks like a barrel of oil if you just held it, which I think is much more reasonable. It's not based on producers, just like how much is the commodity worth and higher highs. Higher highs. I do believe that higher highs are very good to buy, but I hate them if I'm driving. You know what I mean? Like the conundrum. Look at, we're bullish here in the middle of the range on gold. Gold has had a very interesting run too. It's just difficult with yields being so aggressively they're floating. They're floating. It feels like it's 1994. And I'm like, oh, this computer thing is about to be big. And yields are near 5%. It's remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. And they're not even easing yet. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. It's going to be amazing to see. Look what we got for this. I still track this one because it's the easiest one to track in the actual equity market. I think that the reason why is because just to be in the Bitcoin Trust, I should follow some of the other ones, but it's just kind of like the OG, the original one. It's just so easy. Yeah, it's so random that ETH is bearish. It's the most random thing that ETH has just suddenly gone like bearish. The price is still moving up, right? And maybe this is just specific to the instrument. Maybe it's just because yeah, this price drop is just remarkable. What the F is that? Let me look at this. I got to look at this just in my model real quick because this is just shocking to me. Absolutely shocking to me. So if we type in ETH, I want to see what it's done because this. Okay, so it's down 8%. Yeah, see exactly. It's down 8%. And yeah, that's remarkably bad. That's super bad. Wow. I'm just shocked at how terrible this thing has been trading, considering that you would have expected. It must just be the instrument. I'm probably gonna have to find a different ETH instrument. But when you get that negative rolling return on the 5-day, 15-day, and 1 month, ugh, things are ugly. Things are very ugly for you. Let's see. Let's go back. It's under ETH, Apple. It's been interesting to watch Apple become essentially nothing in the market. To go from being the leading stock for, I don't know, 2 decades. You know, I mean, seriously, 2 decades. And now it just suddenly is like, oh yeah, we just stalled. We have no growth. No one's excited about our stuff. I mean, we're coming out with cool like Vision Pro stuff, but it's just the consumer products that they're known for is maybe if it changes education, it's like next, which it could be. It could be like a if Steve Jobs really had a hand in this, like way back, I believe it was in the patent was like 2007 or something. Like, yeah, it could be like next. Let's see, what do we have? Yeah, Amazon is just cooking. Amazon's had a hell of a run since 2024 has started. Let's look at Salesforce. Have you broken 315 yet? No, but you are showing a lower high, which I do like, and you flip bullish. That Salesforce is one of those ones that you look at and you're like, okay, so you could break 315, which you've been up at recently, but 317 is the top of the range. I'm very interested in Salesforce at this price. Let's look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is doing the same thing. Look at it. It was at 925 today. Obviously, it's dropped from 950 yesterday, but these prices. You're going to see drops like that. But the top of the range went up. The top of the range is now at 997. It's not the highest in the past like 20 or anything. Like it wasn't over 1,000 like it was back here. But if we can get up higher above $1,000, I love that price, and I love that we got a lower high or a higher low, excuse me, because a higher low is just so indicative of that. Like, yeah, we may not go anywhere, but we're not going down. We are not going down. So all you need to do is essentially just wait for another catalyst, which there's always going to be earnings. There's always going to be some sort of like announcement. There's always going to be a thing like that. If everything is real, like if what people are believing about this is going to be amazing, yeah, I expect it. Let's see if Microsoft is an interesting one too. Microsoft or actually Meta. I want to just look quick back because I didn't even pay attention to it. Meta continues just to be bullish. Yeah, I love it. Anything under 500, anything under 500, I'm just buying. Let's see if we're looking at Google. Yep, Google. Nice. It should be alphabetical, but I clearly screwed it up. If we're looking here at okay, cool. So Google's really reclaimed. Yeah, I like Google here. Google looks great. I love the flip. I love the bullish flip. I love the aggressive volume for these 2 days in the middle of March. I love the complete lack of volume for a couple of days. This has got to be a data glitch. Is that a data glitch? It's got to be a data glitch. Let's look at this. Hold on. Maybe we got to change data providers again. Who knows? Let's look at Google and see. We'll go to the daily stuff. I'm very curious on if this is going to be what this is going to be. Yeah, that's wrong. That is a wrong number for some reason. Does it match any number? I'm very curious about that. The 22nd? That's weird. That's weird. I'm weirded up by that. I'm actually going to take a picture of it because I wonder if that's in the code or if that is in the thing. But regardless, if we look at the actual bullishness, it's bullish. We see a higher high. We see the top of the range is 156. I love it. I love it. I want to go, yeah. Everything. Google's killing it. This is the value of this product, by the way. Like, if you're watching this video at this point, this is the exact value of this product, is that you're actually going to get the opportunity to see how the stocks are themselves changing over time. And I should just make this a video that goes along with the entire thing and just update it every single day, because looking at it and seeing the actual, now being able to see the manager yourself, I think that's a really valuable part of it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to make it so I'm just going to record this every single day, and it's completely cool. So let's look at Tesla. I love Tesla. Not just as an idea. It's just an innovative, got to respect it. But it's a lower low and it's bearish, so I would short it. But I wish them all the best, and I hope they turn things around. The 20-day moving average is 179. If they don't break that, they are and they're pretty close. So this is probably like a good place to short them, to be honest. I really wonder how that holds up in like a week or two. I'll watch this video, but um, UNH again, the lower high as well. Not positive. Not positive. Lower highs are returning. Lower highs are returning, and the price is very close, or is actually, so it's currently above its 20-day. I think it could definitely, that definitely is a problem. That's definitely a problem. Lower lows, yeah, lower lows, and it is right below its 20-day moving average. I mean, you can think it means nothing. Go ahead, think it means nothing. Based on the range and where it is, that's concerning to me. And the bottom of the range is at 149 for Tesla. Sorry, I got really distracted by Tesla for a moment, but I'm seeing exactly what I'm concerned about. And Microsoft is showing something very similar. I'm very curious about what happens with Microsoft, but I want to be more cautious. I want to be more definitely cautious about it. Microsoft looks weird. I would have not expected that. Let's look at what we have. Yeah, I mean, they've just been bearish. They've been going up, and they've just been bearish. It's not great. It's above its 20-day moving average, so you would expect it to go bullish eventually. But as I wrote the other day, I still think that the bearishness will disappear. But see another lower low. Not lovely. Not lovely. Not all gravy. Let's add the sectors real quick. Let's go to XLB. XLB, higher high, as you'd expect, in the middle of the range. Very good. It's actually come down a little bit, it looks like. Yeah, it's come down a little bit from where it was the other day. If we look at XLC, this is a heavy meta ETF, which I love. This is why I follow it I follow the sector, so I have an idea what's going on in the market too. Let's go ahead and update for XLC. Things still look good. We look at XLE. What do we have? Higher high, higher low. Fantastic. I mean, it's related to oil, so what do you expect? If you look up here at these two things, you look at these two, you see bullishness, you see they're both 2 standard deviations above. That's why they have the red letterings, or red background. Things look great. XLF, look. Higher highs, very bullish. Higher highs and very bullish. Everything looks good in the neighborhood so far. Let's see what we have in XLI. Have we seen a change? No, higher highs. All we're seeing is more bullishness. More bullishness and more reasons to be buying in the market. Buy the dips, buy the buy the dips, buy the rips, sell the rips, do whatever, but buy the dips for sure. Let's see. We got a lower low or a higher low. 207 bullish. Yeah, volume kind of disappeared. Kind of love that. If the price fell a little bit tomorrow, I would feel very comfortable buying. Gotta get that again. XLK. XME. Yeah, the metals. I am impressed to see that this is even holding up, considering again what the rates are doing right now, but maybe it's constructed in a way that I do not understand. I should make sure that those higher highs are real. Just do it quick. Yeah, are they all real? Are all the higher highs in all of the sectors real? This is crazy. Yeah, the market just has no reason to go down. Like, not at least what it's showing at the moment. Doesn't look like, yeah, XLI, everything. It's okay. Every single thing is a high, except for XLK. Yeah, and XLK didn't show it. What's remarkable about it is that it's broad based and it's not just like the leaders anymore. Now you're seeing it across the ETFs, which means you're getting flow. I mean, whatever that means in terms of like, if you could imagine the amount of money that gets moved in every single moment. Yeah, and staples are starting to fall. I mean, you are seeing, this is a very clear cut move into what looks like a very normal, healthy expansion. If the market is a reflection of the economy, this is a great look for the economy. Like, it is. You couldn't honestly ask for a better backdrop. Right now, the inflection is incredible. Yeah. Look at, so XLU, you don't see higher highs. I mean, it's still very positive because people, for whatever reason, people still want to own utilities in a market where everything else is doing well, but they're still bullish, like there's just flows. XLRE, Retail, real estate. Okay, so we might have found the bearishness. Okay, we might have found the bearishness. There have been some negative headlines apparently that even in this market, yeah, tough cookies. If we look, okay, XLY. Yeah, XLY, consumer discretionary. I mean, you expect it to just be strong. You don't expect it to be the leader. You just expect it to be strong. And it is. Yeah, healthcare, defensive kind of stuff going away. I mean, you're going to expect growth still, but yeah, this is a remarkable list. So this is exactly what you get offered. I will essentially what I'll do is I'll take a photo of this. I'm going to go and update it, and then the users or subscribers to Evening Equity Insights will have it available. Now, the one thing I do want to call out again, if you've made it to this point, I'm a random guy on the internet. This is not financial advice. I'm just somebody interested in markets who likes to develop and code and manage software development. So the one thing I've done is I've given a 1 month free trial. There is a 1 month free trial. I'm a random guy on the internet. You can pay nothing and you can just observe it for 30 days and see if it's something that you like. Watch the video, see if it's something that you like. I think it's a fantastic product, but you tell me what you think in the comments below. I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.